Today I wanted to talk to you about personal style. And we all know that here on this YouTube channel, the journey of personal style has been exactly that. It has been a journey. We've gone through many phases together here on the internet, and we've seen a lot of growth in our personal style evolution. And I do believe that personal style is an ever evolving thing, and it's going to change over time. We're going to go through phases. We're going to have some great phases and some not so great moments. And I kind of love looking back at my old videos where I talk about personal style and what my favorite things are at that time of my life, and it's kind of like, wow, it really does, she really do be changing. And I know that a lot of you are along for the journey and going through your own personal style evolution. So I thought it would be fun to do a kind of roundup of some of the pieces that I've picked up and added to my closet and my wardrobe and my life that have really changed the game for me in terms of my personal style, and that I believe like have objectively made my style better. The things that I've added to my closet that have replaced some old favorites, replaced my old staples, and kind of replaced the old idea of what I thought were my closet staples. Because if you look back in the good old little Pinterest board day where you would just be sitting there and being like closet staples, capsule wardrobe staples, and it was like white button down shirt, which we know if you watch my closet clear out video, I don't wear those. A trench coat, a white t-shirt, and you're done. I used to look up those little graphics and just like froth at the mouth and be like, oh, I must have my basic style pieces. Where can I buy these staples? And I would just look at that through a tunnel and be like, this is everything. Once I have these basic pieces, this is going to be my personal style. Done. And then, well, that didn't happen. And so here we are. The first thing I want to mention is actually not a specific piece, but it is a specific process, and that is knowing your colors. And that could be either going through the process of having someone else do your colors, getting your seasons done, knowing your color palette, or just doing it yourself and generally having an idea of the colors that you look best in. Because my entire journey with that whole colors and seasonal analysis is very well documented here on YouTube. And that documentation was very thorough. We went to multiple different people and garnered very different results depending on who we spoke to, but it actually proved to be a really helpful process, just having a general understanding of what color hair looks best on me, what makeup products work for my skin tone, and what colors I feel the best in. And I actually have, over the last year, done a really kind of thorough edit of pieces in my closet and switching out some of the old staples and the things that I was wearing and colors that just didn't look good and just didn't suit me and kind of made me look tired and lackluster in my skin, and adding in pieces that really complement whatever situation I've got going on and make me look brighter, more full of life, and just complement my overall style so much more than the other pieces. So I actually did like quite a few switch ups when it came to my knitwear, and I ended up opting for things that were a lot more desaturated and kind of more on that cool tone side. Whereas in my previous life, in my previous style, I was opting for things that were super warm, very rich, and like very deep in the autumn color palette. And instead I swapped them out for pieces like this. This was a gorgeous little sweater that I picked up from Massimo Dutti, and it's just kind of this like softer, desaturated taupey shade, and I lived in it this winter. One of those pieces that just changed how I looked at the rest of my closet and was like, oh, I need pieces like this. This is another cardigan that I picked up that's slightly more saturated than that V-neck, but again, just is in that tone that I think really suits me well. And because the colors complement the colors that I've got going on, it just made me feel instantly more stylish. It was like, oh, you know, when you're looking at a red carpet and you see someone dressed in the colors that suit them, you're just like, chef's kiss, like it looks so good. And then when they're not dressed in their colors, you're like, oh, something is just not right here. Something looks off. So having an understanding of your colors, though that is always, I think, a work in progress for me as well, instantly makes your style better, because you put a color on that complements you and you're like, ooh, you look good. Something is working here. So getting your colors done or having an understanding of your colors and your seasonal palette is so helpful. And that applies to all things: your hair, your makeup, your clothing, the overall package. Next up is arguably the category that is going to be the most personal to you, and I'm just going to put the umbrella as jewelry, because I think that for me personally, over the years, no matter what phase I'm in terms of style and the clothing that I'm wearing, what is consistent has always been my love and passion for my jewelry. And I care about my jewelry very deeply. I feel very naked when I don't have my jewelry on, and I have gone through many different phases in my jewelry department as well. And it's kind of interesting to look back on some of the pieces of jewelry that I would have previously considered to be holy grail and be like, I will never take this off of my body. I'm going to live in this. And you know, something that comes to mind are like my Costco gold hoops. I lived in my gold hoops. I couldn't imagine a life where I wouldn't wear my gold hoops. I would put a different pair of earrings in my ears and be like, I feel like an alien. This is weird. Give me my hoops. And the same goes for my rings. I used to just be like bedazzled and wearing the most, like however many rings I could fit on. I was like Thanos, my fingers, you know? Just collecting infinity stones left, right, and center. Like I couldn't have been more bejeweled. And now obviously like since being married and having my engagement ring, like so many pieces of my jewelry have changed in that regard, yet I've still added in some fun pops of color where I can to feel more personal and true to my own style. I also became a fancy watch gal, which I never would have seen coming. Like, you know, I'm glued to my Apple Watch. You know that absolutely. My Apple Watch is currently strapped to my ankle. But over the years we have evolved, and I'm certainly collecting pieces that I will hopefully have forever and ever. So that being said, when it comes to my jewelry, I think the biggest change that I have made over the last like year and a bit have been in the earrings. And if you told me like 2 years ago when I was prime in my Costco gold hoop era that I would be a diamond stud girl, I would have laughed in your face. I was married to my gold hoops and I felt like an alien if I wasn't wearing them. To be completely honest, I used to scoff at the stud girlies. Like there was no way. I was like, I feel weird without my hoops. And wow, we have really switched up. I was introduced to the Idyl diamond studs and I will never go back. And I feel so much more like this is just that next step in the style evolution. I feel so clean and chic and put together whenever I wear these. And I also feel naked without them. Like I do not take these out of my ears unless I'm like dressing for a specific outfit and want something chunkier or whatever. These are glued to my ears. I was very grateful to have been introduced to the brand Idyl, and even after working with them, I have since bought my own pieces. I have bought pieces to give away to you guys because I just adore them so much. I will tell anybody who listens, like, no, you need these in your life. It's an investment piece for sure, but they are like the most divine quality. It is such a beautiful brand. They're from Antwerp in Belgium. They use lab-grown diamonds and 14 karat gold. Every piece is so beautifully made, and all of the pieces that they come out with are complementary to each other and can be worn and styled in so many different ways. They create their pieces to be modular, so you can wear your daily studs just gorgeously as they are, or you can add on to it. They have so many different options and add-ons that you can use to dress up your everyday pieces to make them feel more extra special. So I'm very proud to be working with them again today to introduce the newest pieces in my collection. The ear stack is getting an upgrade. This is the next step, the next evolution in the jewelry game, and we are going to be upgrading the earring stack today. So these are the diamond hoops with the Nomad attachments. All of these pieces can be purchased separately, and there are so many different add-ons to choose from. So you can pick your base. You can do just plain gold hoops or the hoops with diamonds in them, and you can wear those alone, or you can add something like the Nomad to just add that extra sparkle and extra piece of fabulousness to your ear stack. Oh, they're absolutely stunning. I just love them so much. I can't scream about Idyl enough. Me and Victoria squeal with glee every time we talk about Idyl. I'm obsessed with how she does her stack. It's so good. They're gorgeous. I'm gonna link all of my favorite pieces in the description box down below. And a note to all my Canadian girlies, I have purchased and ordered pieces from Idyl, and it's free shipping, it's free returns, and duties are included. Oh, which is like such a joy. So we love you and thank you, Idyl. And yes, if you couldn't tell, very passionate about my jewelry stack, and it is a main pillar for me in the world of personal style. The next piece I wanted to mention is the fun bag. Those of you who follow me will absolutely know which bag is in here. And boy, when it comes to personal style, have we been on a journey when it comes to bags, because we have parted ways with many a bag in my time, but there's every once in a while, there's just a bag that I have found that I'm like, oh yeah, you are perfect and I shall be having you forever. And this was one of them. Last year I was getting ready for the Juno Awards. I was having an outfit dress code crisis. I didn't know what to get. I was frantically running around trying to find an outfit, and I had stumbled into Tory Burch and they were having a big seasonal sale. And I laid eyes on this bag and I knew it was love at first sight. We were locked in. And I have since worn it countless times, and it has been one of my favorite purchases of all time. This is what I call my little feather bag, but it's actually not feathers. It's just like little strips of plastic. But this bag just kind of changed how I looked at my bag collection and how I was getting dressed. It was certainly like one of the more funky and out there purchases that I'd ever made. Dan thought it was absolutely hideous. And you know that joke that runs on TikTok where it's like, if your husband hates it, it's a good piece. But in my opinion, it is objectively like a perfect bag. I wear it so much, and every time I feel like my outfit is a little bit bland and I just want to spice things up, I wear this bag with it and it's instantly better and more stylish. And it's another one of those pieces that I added into my closet, and it made me look at everything else differently. Like, I certainly have a few other bags that I love and still reach for and still wear, but this one I was like, oh, this is the fun factor that I needed to add to my life. This is the zhuzh. This is the pièce de résistance. This is the piece that makes every outfit better. And adding that fun bag into my world has absolutely changed my style and changed the way that I get dressed. Also, this bag knows no bounds. I will wear it to any fancy occasion. I will wear it to any casual occasion. This bag has really done it all. She's perfect, and I hope that she lives forever. The next piece is the baggy jean. It's a polarizing one. I know there's a lot of you who tell me frequently and often how much you hate my baggy jeans, but I just have to politely and respectfully disagree. Baggy jeans has changed my life. It has changed my style. And when I look back at old photos of me wearing the tightest of tightest, cinched, sausaged, vacuum sealed, suction cupped tight jeans of my youth past, I want to cry. I'm like, oh, if only you knew the future that you would have in billowy baggy jeans and how fabulous it would make you feel. We've been trying to put together a little video that's going to be coming later, and I've been going through a lot of my old videos, and I had a jump scare at one of my first like outfit of the day videos that I posted in 2014, and I'm wearing like the lowest of low waist. My vagina is practically hanging out. They're so low waist and just so tight, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I thought, like, I used to think that baggy jeans and like mom style jeans were horrible. Oh, how the tables have turned. Yeah, I obviously live in baggy jeans, and I just feel like there's something so effortlessly cool and chic, and obviously to each their own. Some people still live, laugh, love their skinny jeans, and that is so fine, but making the switch to baggy jeans, baggy denim, baggy pants has been a style evolution that I'm forever endlessly grateful for, and that also applies to men. The transition from men wearing tight skinny jeans to a flowier baggy pant is just, it's so good. Obviously it depends on your body type and whatever. I'm talking about my personal style here. I know not everyone's gonna love the baggy jean. They say never say never. No, I will never go back. The baggy jeans are here to stay. Now, speaking of pantalones, a very specific piece that has really made my style better and kind of changed my life in terms of getting dressed and wanting to feel more elevated and put together has been the satin pant. I still don't know what to call these because everyone kind of gives it a different name. A satin pant, a waistband pant, a flowy, a fabulous pant. I don't know, but I got these last year and I have never looked back. I have since tried to find them in multiple different colors and just live in them. And they really changed my personal style because I am such a denim gal. Like, my idea of getting dressed up is wearing a pair of my baggy jeans and throwing a pair of heels with it. And so that was the option. Or I would try and buy like dress pants, like trousers, suiting pants, which again is another piece of my closet that I love to buy, hate to wear because I never wear them. I needed like that in between. I needed something that felt more elevated, felt more chic, still gave me the comfort and flow of a baggy jean, but just felt like the next level up. And having these shiny, shimmering, splendid satin pants just really like unlocked a little section of getting dressed for me and has changed my wardrobe for the better. And this particular pair is from Lisette. I love this kind of like champagne cream. I think it's really chic, really elevated, definitely my most worn. And coming into summer, like, I'm for sure gonna be living in these. I also have a black pair that I love, and I just love that there's so many options. So many brands have their own kind of version of these, but yeah, I don't know what I was doing before I got some waistband satiny pants because they do so much for an outfit. The next piece I'm calling my feminine blouse, and I've already mentioned this before, I've blabbed on and on about it before, but this is really like the transition piece that took me from that old kind of capsule wardrobe white shirt mindset and brought me to land on my personal preference in my personal style. This is like my answer to the white shirt and what I would always prefer to wear and opt for, and that is the Cézanne Lease shirt, which is just like a feminine kind of royal frolicking Renaissance version of a white shirt. It has this gorgeous lacy detail, a really fun lacy collar, and just feels so much more me than your classic white button-down shirt, which is what like all the staple wardrobe girlies would tell you and scream at you to buy, which is what I would do. And I'd be like, oh, I just feel like I just don't wear them. I don't feel like me when I wear these. And then I put this on and I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. Graduating from the white shirt to the white, more feminine blouson was a little evolution in my personal style that I'm just very grateful for and love this one so much. I love it so much that I did buy a backup because I'm terrified of staining it. And yeah, she could use a little iron, couldn't she? But yeah, I love this top endlessly, and I actually have to say I love it paired with this jacket too. It's just one of those things that I put it on, I feel instantly better. I look at my closet and I'm like, what do I want to wear? And I'm like, it's always that shirt. It changed the game for me, truly. Now, I didn't know what to call this next section. because it's kind of a mix of many different things. But I've landed on the jacket that is the outfit. And I'd also like to refer back to that whole capsule wardrobe life, because back in the day when I was a young wee gal dreaming of my dream wardrobe, I was like, the epitome of a perfect wardrobe to me is a Burberry trench coat. Like when I was in university, I would sit there and tell myself, when I graduate, my graduation gift is going to be a Burberry trench coat. Like that was the one item that I was like, if I have this trench coat, it's going to change my life and make my style better, and I will wear it with everything. And that is totally true, and I love my trench coats so much. I truly wear my neutral trench coats with absolutely everything, but I think that my like personal style evolution happened and changed for the better when I added in color to my jacket world. And that also kind of ties back into getting your colors done, because there's a few pieces that I have added to my closet in recent times that have just been like, oh, I don't want to wear anything else. This is certainly one of them. This is a gorgeous green jacket that I got from Suzanne. It's one of those pieces that I put on and I instantly feel better. I instantly feel more elevated. I feel more lifted. I feel more chic and fabulous and put together. The colors feel great. They feel complementary. And it's one of those things where I put it on and I could be wearing a plain t-shirt and a pair of jeans and it's like, ooh, the jacket is the outfit. You know what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm putting down? Another one that I had bought this year that has changed my life and I've just been wearing it. I just like don't really want to wear anything else. Was this butter yellow leather trench coat. I bought this in a Boxing Day sale. I can't even talk about this. I don't know what happened right here. There is a black smudge and we're just gonna have to collectively ignore that because I don't know how to remove it. Okay, we're just, when the flaps are open, it covers it. I don't know what happened. It makes me ill. I need to figure it out. But this piece in particular changed the way that I look at my old trench coats. Now I look at my little rack of coats and I'm like, oh, this one. This is the one I want to wear. We're coming into summer and I'm devastated because that means that this season is over. I love it so much. It is a treasure and it is a piece that just like changed my closet and I think gave it a level up. So consider adding some color into your jacket world, any color that makes you feel vibrant and alive, and you're not gonna wanna wear anything else. Like I look at my neutrals and I'm like, neutrals who? Oh, listen, there's a time and a place for sure, but the color, even though it is very, you know, desaturated neutral in certain lights, I'm sure you could look at this and be like, girl, that's cream. Nay, it's yellow. And it makes me so happy. Whatever color palette this is where I feel most at home in. And the last piece, and certainly not least, is the animal print boot. Ooh, this had been on my wish list for a very long time, and I was really holding on until I found the perfect pair. And boy, did I ever find the perfect pair. These are my Tony Bianco python, snake, printed boots. This pair of boots has also changed my life. Not to sound dramatic, but animal print is a neutral, and I had made the decision some time ago to add more animal print into my life, and I found these and I wear them constantly. It's like the only pair of high knee boots that I wear as like a short ankle boot as well, in the sense that I wear them under all of my baggy jeans whenever I just feel like my outfit needs something else. The old me lived in my black boots. The new me wears these. It just adds such a fun piece of interest and texture to the outfit. I wear it with absolutely everything and they've been so divine. I would actually really love to have a pair of boots like this in an ankle boot form so that I could wear it with other things. Like I can wear this exclusively with my baggy jeans, which is great. That's most of my wardrobe and most of my outfits, but I can't tell you what these boots have done for my clothing and getting dressed. I just feel like so me whenever I put these on. And I just realized like all of these pieces that I've mentioned, I pretty much wear together, and if I could like build my ideal outfit every single day, it would be wearing all of these things. And I have worn all of them together and they just, yeah, have really totally changed my life, changed my style, and pieces that I think instantly made my style better. So I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of my pieces, what you think of the selects. Do you share any similar feelings? Do you have any pieces in particular that you think made your style instantly better? I would love to hear from you. Please let me know what some of your staple pieces are. And I just love being on this little style journey together. I love learning with you guys how we can become more stylish, more fabulous, and stay comfortable at the same time. There's no discomfort in the building here. Just fun and fabulous. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for a new Everyday Me video. Bye!